All right. So Nikki asked, what did you pay your agents? What percentage does an agent make versus a broker? Okay. So agents typically make between 50 and 70% of the profit. Let me give that to you in math. Simple math. If you made $200 in profit on a load, so you charged a shipper $1,000, you paid a carrier $800, and there was $200 in gross profit. As an agent, you typically get between 50 and 70% of that. So that means you would get somewhere between $100 and $140 on that individual load, right? So that's how much the agent would make. The broker would make the difference, which is somewhere between $60 and $100, right? The agent's responsibility is to find the shipper, move the freight, and then the broker's responsibility is to take it from there and everything else, okay? So that's the basic breakdown of how agents get paid. We paid a range of anywhere between 50 and 70%. We determined our commission rate based upon the size of their book of business, the profit margin, and some other variables. But typically, the larger the book of business, the higher the profit percentage, whether it's 10% profit versus 20% profit, the higher the commission will go. Okay? So that's the basic framework of how we did it. Now, if you don't have a book, we didn't hire agents that didn't have a book. There are a lot of startup brokerages, a lot of smaller brokerages that are doing less than 5 million in sales that will hire agents because it's straight commission. Their risk is zero. Okay. And they'll start out and they'll probably pay you about 50%. So startup agents usually get paid at or about 50%. Experienced agents get 60 or 70. And some companies will even give them more depending upon the individual circumstance. Good question. Thanks, Nikki. Hey, if you enjoyed this Freight Broker Q&A, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the little bell to ensure that you get notified every time I release a new video. And if you have questions, make sure you add them in the comments below. And who knows, maybe I'll use one of your questions on a future Freight Broker Q&A.